Alright guys, what's going on? My name is Tyler Santiago, the owner of Santiago Sports.
And Casey NJ Cards. Actually, my name is Casey Santiago, but that's my Instagram name.
It's my twin brother. He's affiliated with Santiago Sports in the sense that his last name's Santiago.
My name's on the wall.
Yeah, he works here at the shop sometimes when I need him in a pinch. You know, guy's big delivery driver.
Oh yeah.
But we're not here to talk about delivering, even though we can one day.
One day.
I will tell you guys though, everyone should deliver.
At least once in your life.
Yeah, at least once in your life. I delivered for 3 years, saved a lot of money, and that's why I'm doing what I'm doing now. It's part of it. Casey makes bank, you know. I was a hustler back in the day. I still am, but
I try my best.
Tries his best.
I do.
But here at Santiago Sports, I don't know, live the dream.
Yeah. Started young, and then here we are now.
Remember when
the store.
we started the account? I remember seeing this one kid, Sports Card 777.
We used to share an account.
Yeah, we used to share an account. That's why I say we. But
letting them know.
I know that kid got called as a scammer down the line, and he comes back occasionally. I haven't seen him in probably a year. But I thought it was pretty cool that we started it out together, and then I kind of took over because you wanted your own page. I don't remember what the reason was.
Eventually, I got into some better cards too, and we just fought about the posts. I was like, you can't post this time, can't post this time. I was like, all right.
I don't remember that.
I'm just gonna post my own stuff, and then here we are.
But that was
6 years later. I started in 2016.
Well, your page, but
my page. So
Santiago Sports page has been going
back
on since 12 or 13.
Long time.
But when we started it, I remember our first post. If you guys scroll all the way down on our Santiago Sports page, the fucking Cam Newton RPA. That was a huge card back then.
Yeah.
Huge card back then, we're talking 200-300. Now 200-300 is mid-end.
And you guys got to remember when we were ripping, because as you know, if you follow the page, I'm a ripping fiend. So I rip a lot. I can't help myself. I'm gonna be ripping later.
Fuck soccer. We'll get back to that.
We'll get back to that. But
see you later.
When I was ripping, Bowman Chrome was maybe $100 bucks maybe.
125, yeah.
125 maybe for jumbo.
Now
jumbo, you know,
$600.
It's 600. So
oh no, more than that. Well, Bowman is 600.
Yeah.
Bowman draft jumbo is $800-900 right now.
Yeah, so you know,
it was nothing it used to be 100 and then 300 for regular and then jumbo. But it's crazy because I'm selling this stuff in the shop now for 3 times what a box used to go for, and we used to go to the shows and rip shit it was not nothing. I mean, I didn't rip a lot
if
even
we
back
were ripping
then.
hobby boxes when we were a kid, it was
I was
Christmas.
ripping certified.
Crazy.
It was mostly Christmas, but every now and then me and you would want to split a box.
Oh yeah,
and try and get something.
Certified was definitely our first product that we cling to the most.
2009 certified football. I remember we always used to go for Stafford and Sanchez, and I'd pull fucking Muhammad Massaquoi. And I remember
Sean Green was my guy. I pulled a lot.
Sean Green.
You saw the running back. I'd see the Jets logo. I'm like, Mark Sanchez, let's go.
Yeah, get fucked.
Sean Green.
I mean, he wasn't bad. He
wasn't bad. He just wasn't a quarterback.
I don't know. But that brings me back to what we do today, Santiago Sports. We're here today. We have a fucking store full of wax, and it's crazy how hard it is to get now. Walking into Walmart's, we used to be able to get basically whatever we wanted.
It was fully stocked.
I remember 2019 Prism. We came in to Walmart, the one on 9 in Old Bridge.
We
passed on 2019 Prism football.
Blasters. Oh yeah, Megas.
You're like, I don't
really want
them.
I don't really want it. I don't like football.
2 years later, they're 150 a blaster.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it's
crazy.
It is crazy because we're doing this right now, and we're doing a podcast. I never thought I would do a podcast because I'm not a big guy. That's why we're recording too. The camera, because obviously you guys know I like to visually show stuff, and I'm a visual learner. I like hands-on. But people have been asking for the podcast, and I said, why not?
Let's give it a shot.
Shout out to my guys, Give Me a Break, NYC, by the way. Why not? I love the lingo. Those are my boys. Good people, good guys. Give me a break. But
Sorry.
I don't know. Moving on. Santiago Sports is more than just a store. People follow us on YouTube. They subscribe to us on YouTube and on Instagram. We deal with a lot of people. Casey doesn't go to a lot of shows as like he should. And people, whenever I go to shows, people are like, Casey, like Tyler, where the fuck is your brother?
To be fair, I go to a lot of local shows. So if you go to local shows in Jersey, you will see me often. And
Colts Neck.
Yeah, Colts Neck, Bordentown, another great show. Garfield,
South Plainfield. You don't really go there.
I don't really go there, but you know, there's some shows that I like to stay local, and I know my people. So
yeah, but I mean, traveling to shows, you really gotta come because people know who you are.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta. I mean, I don't know the next time I'm gonna go back to Dallas, but you're not even going to the National, and you should definitely come for a couple days.
Hey, I'll be in AC next year, though.
AC next year, 2022.
I promise that.
Quick reminder, though, for the National this year, we will be Santiago Sports and Kentucky Roadshow Shop, Jimmy and Kentucky Basketball Cards, will be set up this year at booth 319. We'll talk more about that later in the podcast, but don't forget to go enter into our giveaway. We're giving away a free trip to the National, airfare included for you and a friend, hotel, one lucky person and a friend, and we're also giving you $1,000 to spend at the show. We have some great entries so far. Me and Jimmy are gonna sit down, watch them, and pick them. Yep. Not gonna be random. A lot of people were a little uncomfortable with making videos, but the rules are the rules. You know, we're gonna be recording that stuff. It's gonna be great for content, but it's also gonna be great to share the hobby with some people that necessarily wouldn't be able to make it.
And make someone's life better, you know.
But yeah, the National's gonna be nuts. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But I wanted to get into some investments that we've been making. I know you're not into the same people as me, but me personally, I fucking hate the Giants. I hate the Giants and I hate the Yankees. I can't fucking stand them.
Yeah.
Giants suck. Yankees suck. We both know that. But I've been buying Daniel Jones, Danny Dimes. I've been buying him. I just bought a 101 like 2 hours before we recorded this, an immaculate 101. But
I don't think he's a bad buy, being in the market that he's in.
New York.
Being in New York, you know, automatically you're going to have a pretty big following. Giants fans, got to give it up. They are pretty loyal.
They fucking suck.
They do suck, but you know they are loyal.
They'll
rock with you for a while. Dude, Eli Manning started like an extra 2-3 years. So
well, they hated him.
Let's not get into that, but you know, let's go back to Danny Dimes.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You know, that division's very winnable. Nobody's really won more than like 7-8 games the past couple of years. Mm-hmm. So you know, and they added a receiver and a couple other guys in the draft.
So I look at it this way: the New York Giants almost won the division last year. Philly fucked them, but they still suck. Either way, I think Philly, that's bullshit. They did not rig that game, whatever you want to say. They did what they had to do.
Professionals don't rig games, man.
But what I have to say about the Daniel Jones investment is, number one, like we said, his division's fucking atrocious. It's the worst division in football.
He's our local QB.
So you already know. Well, I'm getting there. But you already know he doesn't have a lot of competition in that division. The hardest team to play is probably the Redskins. Their defense, forget the quarterback, but their defense is insane. Number two, they put, and I'm not going to say a great team around him because I hate the Giants, but they put some pieces together this offseason, especially on the offense, signing Galladay. Now, I'm a Lions fan. Most of you guys will know that. I'm all Detroit. But Kenny Galladay, guy is super injury prone.
Played 3 games last
year. I know. I'm expecting him to get hurt. That's not saying anything bad about the guy, but I personally think that he's definitely going to get hurt. It's not going to last. I do like Darius Slayton. Ingram, I don't know how that guy made a fucking All-Pro, like a Pro Bowl. I have no clue how that happened. The guy can't catch a ball to save his life.
That was interesting.
That was definitely. I mean, he didn't even realize. Like, he was like, I made the Pro Bowl. I was like, what? But so other than that, the defense is actually pretty decent. Dexter Lawrence up front. Blake Martinez is, I'm not going to lie, he's a great linebacker. Guy also does breaks on whatnot, Pokemon cards.
Good for him.
My other reason is, and Casey touched on it before, he's local, bro. He's New York, New Jersey. Also, that's another thing. I don't get why they call him the New York Giants. The guy plays in fucking East Rutherford, New Jersey. That doesn't sound like New York to me. But he's local. Number one, I sell Danny Dimes like crack in the store. I'm not even going to lie. People love Danny Dimes in the store because they see the same thing as me. They're Giants fans. They got to support the guy. They're going to buy him, and if he does good, then so be it. But another selling point on Danny Dimes is he's part of the 2019 class. So you got basically Kyler Murray, DK Metcalf as the other big rookies.
Solid class.
So the wax is still relatively inexpensive. So, for example, I know because I have it in the shop. Panini One this year is like 600, and Panini One 2019 is like 350. So, if that shows you anything about the Prism too, I think you can get a Prism Hobby for like 800 or 900 right now. So, if you think about that, if you want to go pull him, you can. But also price wise, his Prism base took a big jump to over like I think they're around 250 at one point, but right now they're back down to like 150 to like 175. So
kind of a decent play and low risk.
It is low risk
because they don't have a solid backup. So I think they're gonna. This is the year they ride out with him. So.
I mean, I'm looking at it from 2 points of view. Like he could be a short-term or a long-term investment for me. All he needs to do if you want to make a quick flip on Danny Dimes is have playoffs, right? 1 or 2. No, not even that. Right away. You want to buy him in the offseason. Now's the time to buy him. Because if he has 1 or 2 good games to start the year, they go 2-0.
Price is gonna double.
Dude, $150 base PSA 10 is probably gonna double, like 250 to 400. Who knows?
Yeah.
But that's how I look at it. Long term, he just said the playoffs, my brother. So if he goes to the playoffs, boom. I mean, what more do you want from the guy?
Giants fans would be very happy with a playoff run.
So that's a long term view on him. Oh, Giants fans would go nuts. Honestly, 9-7 probably wins that division this year.
Yeah.
So all they got to do is win 9 games. That's 2 games or 3 games better than last year. What, they were 6? Well, no, yeah, they had 6 or 7 wins.
I'm not sure, but
I don't know.
It wasn't
Who gives
pretty.
a fuck? Giants suck. Yeah. I mean, dude. They had their own season in their hand. They kind of fucked it themselves.
Yeah.
But other than Danny Dimes, is there anyone else that I mean, that's what I'm investing. Who are you investing in?
I'm kind of in football. I'm kind of taking a different approach, and so quarterbacks are the big sellers, but there's definitely some position players that you could dive into. I'm not going to go into specific names, but
Gotta give us a name.
Give you a name?
I just asked you who you're investing in. Give me a name.
If I'm being totally honest, I like Brandon Ayuk on the Niners. I think if he played all the games last year, he would have won Rookie of the Year.
Nah, it's cap.
I don't know. That's
with
just
Jefferson and Herbert, no fucking shot.
I don't know. I just think he had a good shot. He only played around 9 or 10 games.
No quarterback either.
Yeah, with no quarterback, he almost had 1,000 yards.
See you there.
No offense to Nick Mullins, good guy, but I'm gonna be a homer here and go Brandon Ayuk.
Well,
Brandon Ayuk, however you want to say it.
All right, forget football for a second because you like to invest in. You like to rip a lot of Bowman.
I do.
Bowman.
Now, you know who I like.
Blaze. Durant.
I do like Blaze. But
who's your guy right now?
Austin Martin is my go-to guy right now. I try to watch a lot of him. I just think he's got a really good hit tool, and I think it's gonna play in the bigs and the Blue Jays. The guys he's gonna be around when he gets called up, whenever it is, are gonna be. He's got an MVP candidate on the team right now. Bo Bichette's an up and comer.
He's got 2 of them.
Yeah, he's got 2
Semien and
All-Stars. And then who else comes up in the farm system? I think they're set for at least 5 years, 10 years.
They still have a decent minor league system.
Yeah, and they still have other good minor leaguers.
Groshans.
Nate Pearson hasn't even gotten a chance to stay healthy yet at the big league level.
Groshans, Pearson, the guy Palacios is playing this year already.
Simeon Woodson or something like that. He's a right-hander.
Richardson.
Richardson. Yeah,
I know who you're talking about.
But throws gaffes, apparently. If a couple of those guys hit, you got 5 or 6 solid guys in the lineup then. Still got George Springer, World Series MVP.
If we look at that AL East too,
Sox are killing him.
The Yankees minor league system is not as good as it used to be.
It's not terrible, though.
I know, but they have a lot of money tied up into their higher-end guys. So what are they gonna? But what are they gonna do when all these younger guys are ready? They got Stanton and Judge for fucking 10 years.
Well, Judge is free agent after this year.
Well, there you go. Judge is a free agent after the year. That's something. They're not gonna not re-sign him though. He's gonna get paid like $40 million a year.
Yeah, I mean they're gonna have to probably move.
Stan's not going anywhere.
Clint Frazier's probably gonna get moved.
They still got Florial.
And honestly, they've got some shortstop depth in the minors.
Oswaldo Peraza.
Gleyber might be a move.
Gleyber kind of. He was one of my investments coming in the season.
Yeah, he's not bad. But like if they can trade him and get some younger guys, I could see it. He's not helping them win right now.
I mean, I love seeing the Yankees suck. Like it's beautiful. But
as a Sox fan, I love it.
Look at the AL East too. Future wise, Boston definitely. I don't think isn't the Yankees. You're a Boston fan. Their minor league system isn't as good as the Yankees, is it not?
It's much better than the
Much
Yankees.
better.
Jarren Duran is the future.
But how about the Orioles? They're probably one of the younger teams.
Yeah, they've got a young team. They've got a star in the bigs.
But I think future-wise, it's the Blue Jays, like we said.
Yeah, I think
because look, they have young stars. The oldest player on that team who hasn't barely played this year is Springer, and he's there for 3-4 years.
Okay,
so they're already doing the right thing.
Yeah, I mean the Red Sox have Bogarts, Devers, Verdugo, and
Verdugo was a good buy.
Verdugo, Duran. Those are 4 guys. I think Bogarts is the oldest out of that group, but those are 4 guys I think are going to be big play next year. Because Duran's not going to get called up this year.
Baseball, like Bowman has been a weird thing to me in the last year or two. Watching the market be really weird. Because remember, we used to go to shows shout out JD Baseball Cards too. By the way,
JD,
he's another guy. Used to do nothing but Bowman Chrome. We used to be heavy into the prospects and shit. And there's just not as many people into the Bowman Chrome autos that used to be. I personally try and stay away from it now, just because it's hard to keep up with it. And a lot of people that come into the store, I try to cater my customers. A lot of them are not looking for what I used to look for with the Bowman Chrome stuff. It's kind of not outdated, but it's changed and the demand for it. You love it. Frank the Tank loves it.
It's a cheap alternative. You can hit these guys. It's one of those things if you're ripping basketball, these guys play right away. So their market's determined pretty quickly. Mm-hmm. But in baseball, if say you rip 2020 Chrome, there's so much anticipation and Jason Dominguez, he just played his first minor league game the other day.
Another thing,
his auto sell for thousands of dollars.
Another thing
it's pure hype
that both you and I love is when the guy's hot out of nowhere, gets called up, starts hitting fucking home runs or striking a million people out.
His card triples or goes by 10.
But that's what I mean. We keep all these base cards and these Chrome, and we go through our boxes and we find them, and boom, we're selling a base card for $20 a pop. That's happened I don't know how many times with shit that we have.
Just random.
That's one of the best parts about Bowman Chrome.
It's hard to predict.
But that's what baseball. Baseball is different because there's a lot of it's Topps. It's different from Panini.
Yeah.
I love Topps. They make a lot of different stuff, but one product that you've been getting into recently is from a sport that I hate. I hate soccer cards, guys. I can't stand. I can't do soccer. I mean, not that I had a first bad experience, but I personally didn't. I did. But I didn't personally understand the way the market moved in not even a fucking week. So let me give you guys an example, and then we'll let Casey talk about why he's getting into soccer. So this is the Colts Next show, probably 2.5 months ago. The guy next to me is selling soccer. He has basically all soccer cards. So he had that Eden Hazard, Erling Hazard, Erling Haaland, whatever the fuck his name is. I hate soccer, guys.
It's pretty good. He's good at
Erling Haaland. This guy's BVB, whatever team, Juventus, that guy. Dortmund. Yeah, there you go. I bought a purple carbon fiber PSA 10. It was a pop 17. At the time, it was 14. Now it's 17. I bought the card for $3,500. There's comps for $6,200 and $7,500. Someone sold for on a secondary in the market, because that's what somebody told me, and I found that it was legit. So I buy the card. Also that day, I bought an Ansu Fati PSA 10 refractor. At the time, comps for that card were $1,300 to $1,400. I paid $1,000 for that. So what I did was I bought both cards. I paid no, I didn't pay $1,000 for that. I paid $500 for the Fati. I got a steal on that, and I paid $3,500 for the Haaland. Regardless of the sport, regardless of the player, if a card has a comp that sold a week and a half before you bought the card for $6,200, almost double what you're about to pay for the card, you don't even think about buying that card. Am I right? You don't think about it just based on the deal. Yeah. So if you see a deal like that and you're trying to get into a new market, you don't second guess it. You buy the fucking card. I took a chance. I hold the card. Frank the Tank texts me probably 4 or 5 days later. So that's Sunday. I think it was Thursday. He goes, "Yo, did you see what the last Haaland went for?" I'm like, "No. What did it sell for?" Thinking it would sell for a lot. He goes, "Oh, like 4,000, 3,800, 4,000." I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "How does a card that comps for that a week before dip like that?" And see, what I didn't understand was the guy. I mean, what I knew at the time was the guy was scoring 2 goals a game, but his team got eliminated. So people were telling me hold, and I just ripped soccer on Instagram, and people were like, "Oh, you can manipulate the market, you have a big say." I'm like, dude, no, I don't. I don't care. I know I have a large platform to speak on. I didn't tell anyone to stop buying soccer cards. I told people I fucking hate soccer cards. There's a difference. I don't care what people buy, but you should be careful. I got into a new market, and I learned my lesson. So I will tell you guys that on my Kentucky trip, I did trade the card to Jimmy. I traded it at $3,500 value because they're going around there. So I got my money back in trade. Plus I traded for some stuff that I actually like. And I traded the Fati. They went down for like $500 value, even though they're going for like $650. But I just wanted to get rid of the fucking cards and trade it into new things. That's another thing I want to say is you're going to take a loss. But you're going to take a loss sometimes. It's simple, but
sometimes you just have to get out of the card.
Exactly. There's always a time when you're holding a card too long and then you're going to end up taking a loss. Or you can just hold it, but you never know. But Topps Chrome Soccer, Casey, tell me about it.
I just think you get a 1 numbered card a box on average, and you know, I don't know too much about soccer. I don't claim to know much about soccer, but it's one of those things. I think the World Cup's coming up, and I just think it's a play, you know. The world really comes together when the World Cup goes on. Because I don't really watch soccer, but when the World Cup's on, I usually watch at least a couple Portugal games. You got to rep, you know.
Portuguese.
Yeah, you got to watch a couple games. So I'm trying to hop on the curve because they start up in 2022 with the next World Cup. So I just think it's a play. It's cheap right now, and then if you hit on a rookie, you know, that goes off in the World Cup, there's a good chance his cards are going to skyrocket.
Yeah.
Look what happened to Mbappe, you know. When he was winning the World Cup with France. Mbappe.
Who's that? I'm just kidding. I know who Kylian Mbappe is.
So, I know he's down a little bit right now, but, you know, if he goes off in the World Cup again and does it twice, you know, I just think it's a play. So
because you can.
Yeah. But I'm going to rip a couple blasters for you guys. So
let's I mean, I love Topps Chrome, but soccer not so much. Also, I find it weird how they serial number the cards. Why is it so small compared to like what fucking Topps Chrome any other product is? I don't like
it's definitely interesting.
Right? It's weird, right?
And the lettering is super small.
I'm gonna help you get through it. Yeah. I'm gonna rip a soccer pack too.
You're gonna rip 1 pack.
1 pack from each blaster, so 2 packs.
I'm notorious for ripping.
Oh boy.
Messi on top.
Messi
on top.
Guy fucks.
Ooh, Neymar.
Neymar and Messi?
What a good pack.
Come on.
Oh, that's a good one too. Dodo.
Dodo.
Refractor.
No, Doku.
Doku.
Lewandowski. He's good. I know him.
That's not terrible.
Wow, that was a great pack. Tell me that was not a great pack.
That was definitely a good pack.
You got 2 of the 3 best players in the world.
Yeah.
They're 2 of the 4. You're looking. Ronaldo. Does Ronaldo have cards in here?
Huh? Yeah. He has refractors and stuff. Not bad. And then a Fati. Fati
That's the
refractor.
guy.
Not bad.
Interesting. I don't know, guys. I might talk about soccer like I don't know it, and I will admit I don't know it. But another thing that I want to touch on is you got a lot of people in the card community talking about things that they have no fucking idea about.
So I try to be honest. I don't know a lot about soccer, but I think it's fun, and I think it's got some room to grow.
Exactly,
I don't claim to be an expert.
But what I want to say is there's a lot of people on Instagram and a lot of people that will take your money for advice. I've never taken money for advice.
Ooh, this guy just got paid. Sancho's got $100 million contract.
I know him. But what I want to say is be careful who you get your advice from. Foden's good.
Foden's good. And ooh, nice. This guy's pretty good. From Italy. I'm not even going to try his name.
You don't have to keep showing the camera. I can't really see it all the way fucking back there.
Well,
so, you know. Just announce it. Just announce it. I don't know.
I'll try my best.
See you later. I don't know. Soccer is interesting. I just don't see myself getting back into it. Like, obviously, if a card comes up to me and it's one of the bigger names that I know, I'm not going to hesitate to buy it if it's like a really good deal, especially because people ask me for soccer all the time.
You never know.
But I personally, like owning a shop and selling stuff, I don't like to sell stuff that I don't know about. There's everything in the shop except for the Pokemon I could tell you about. I could tell you something about it. I could give you a story behind it or something like that. Practically 99% of the stuff in the store. Pokemon, soccer, I couldn't really tell you nothing about. The only thing I'll say about soccer is what my brother said. We're Portuguese and Italian, so when the World Cup comes on, yeah, we're going fucking nuts, like Ronaldo all the way, you know? Goal!
Ooh, Ronaldo refractor!
Yeah, speak of the devil!
Ronaldo refractor.
That's
Portugal
wild.
on cue.
I say Ronaldo and boom. See you later.
Portugal.
That's wild.
No numbered in that box.
That's wild. But Portugal, obviously we support Portugal. Our dad's 100% Portuguese, Papa Santiago. Big Ronaldo guy.
He's a big reason why we're in the hobby.
Who's the other guy? He says people... The guy after Pele from Portugal. He's an older guy. He always says he's one of the best players of all time, but nobody talks about him.
I don't know.
Forget the fucking name.
I watched the documentary on
Why am I still talking about soccer?
Maradona.
It's because you're ripping. I can't fake talk about soccer. Why can't we talk about something I like?
Oh, I got an auto. Sensi. Blue auto.
Wow. Blue refractor auto.
Blue refractor auto.
Pretty sick. Guy
That's a pretty sick card.
Guy
I've never pulled an
sucks.
auto before.
Ronaldo refractor. Guy fucks. Guy has like 17 million Instagram followers.
He has most followers on Instagram.
Imagine getting a
He's
shout
Italian.
out. Italian. Mike,
I'll
you
take
know him? I gotta ask Angelo about this guy. Shout out Angelo, by the way. Capo 8300. Guy has the nicest Topps Finest collection I've ever seen in my life. He collects 0506 Finest. Ooh. He's got everything, like complete runs of 101s. Like it's insane.
Sancho.
He's a big Italy. He's a big Italian guy. He could tell me everything about this guy.
I'll take an auto.
An auto, dude. Why not?
Fonzie.
Is this sold you for 45? Sheesh. What's Ronaldo worth refractor? $100?
Gotta be $40.
$40. That's it. So you got your money back on the Ronaldo.
Well, they're cheap right now. You know, like I said, World Cup.
So would you say the Topps Chrome Blasters are a hold if you can get them cheaper?
If you can get them cheaper, yeah. You know, there's a lot of guys. I haven't pulled any of the guys I really like rookie-wise yet.
No, I'm talking about like the blasters themselves. Like if you can get sealed wax, would you keep them? Well, your problem is you wouldn't keep them.
I don't hold wax. I think it's kind of silly.
You would rip it. You would never hold wax.
I got a pink too in the same
I've been
box.
holding some wax.
Ooh, Billy Gilmore. That's a good one.
Happy Madison. Wait, Billy Gilmore. You mean Happy Gilmore?
He's Dutch.
Deutsch. That's good, yeah.
Dutch pink.
That's good, yeah. That's boot.
And then one last pack, and then we got the.
And we can move on from soccer for fuck's sake.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
No way.
Holland.
No way.
Who is it? Dylan.
Who's the other great in this product? How about a MESSI refractor?
Wow.
My second MESSI refractor.
See you later.
Wow. What
Go!
Jesus on top, Greenwood, and a MESSI refractor.
Greenwood, I know Mason Greenwood.
Yeah. And Jesus on top's pretty good too.
That was interesting. I mean, you still got your.
I still got the silver pink packs.
Rip them. Let's go.
I'm trying.
I don't want to hear this no more.
Tyler's sick of the soccer. Let's pull a fucking. Where are the Dartmouth guys at? Oh, let's go! Bellingham!
Wow.
Let's go. On cue. Did I just call that or what? Jude Bellingham. And an Mbappe right behind it. Wow.
This might be the two best flips I've ever seen.
Wow. Wow. I'm hyped. And then it's getting crazy, guys.
Who is it?
MESSI pink.
Jesus.
So we got a rookie on top, Dodo, Valverde,
Dodo bird.
And then we got another MESSI.
Wow.
We have another MESSI, boys. It's needless to say, I'm fucking hyped.
Naturally.
And naturally, yeah. I cannot wait to post these later. I pulled the best pink I could get. Let's fucking go.
That was pretty sick. Pretty sick, not gonna lie. But let's kick it to something else. Get it?
Yeah.
Alright. So one thing that we do a lot of is the Santiago Sundays, Mondays, whatever, Raw Dog Wednesdays. We do a lot of live sales.
We do.
How do you feel about the live sales, Casey?
I think they're very fun, and I love doing them. I think they're very fun. I like interacting with the people, messing around a little bit.
We do mess around.
Yeah, we do mess around, and people know that we're joking. So it's a good time, and it's honestly it's kind of crazy. Like I know a lot of you guys aren't here. Like select few are here for the live sale in person. It's a crazy experience. Like the first one I did, I was pretty overwhelmed. I couldn't I was on the sideline, just couldn't stop smiling because, like, one, I'm, you're my bro, and I was really proud of you that, like, you put this all together. Not to get sentimental, but
no. Appreciate it.
It's it was really fun to see, and it was really fun to be a part of. And you know, the more we've done it, I think I've gotten better at it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because it was a lot.
I mean, we'll be on the live, right? We'll start out immediately. There's like 80 to 100 people in there. Give it about 2 minutes. Once we start selling cards, we're hitting like a consistent 130 to like, sometimes 200. But I say for the most part, when we're live, during these live sales for the meat of it, we're sitting at like 140 to 160 the entire time. A lot of people are just there to watch, but then we have a bunch of people that are just there to buy. Like we probably have like, I want to say 6 or 7 big guys that will buy consistently, you know, over $1,000 for the live sale, because we mix in a lot of higher end stuff and lower end stuff, because I want something for everyone. You know, anything basically $10 and up. When I say lower end, for the most part, we try to keep it to 20 and above.
Yeah.
But it's easy. It's so easy for us to move certain things. Like, I know exactly what will move, and it's easy to like read the room on as to like what they want to see. But the downside of it is we got a lot of fuckheads in there. We got a lot of fucking trolls.
They will also let you know what they want to see. There will be, you know, not that we mind, but if you comment 10 times that you're looking for, like, you know, Chris Cooley autos, you know, people are very specific with that, you know. Or it's not like, oh, can we see basketball? Like, oh, we got some basketball coming up.
Yeah.
They'll be specifically, can I see your Chris Cooley collection?
You know, we try to accommodate everyone, but we tell people over and over, like,
we don't have everything.
Well, we're not going in any specific order. Like, I'm literally grabbing a stack of cards. We do it right here. I sit right fucking here.
This is
at
where
this
we do
table,
it.
And I grab a stack of cards. I go through it. I show it. First person to say sold gets the card. So I'm not going anywhere specifically to grab these cards per se, but I'm grabbing them just to sell them. So if you're looking for something, you're gonna have to be patient. Unfortunately, you're gonna have to wait to see if a card that you want comes up, and that's what a lot of people don't get. And that's where I want to say, in this hobby, it is impossible to please everyone. Doesn't matter what you say,
100%.
what you do. There's always going to be someone that doesn't agree with you, or that has something bad to say about something good. I mean, we're doing this giveaway, me and Jimmy, and I've flown someone out to a show before and given them cash on camera, in hand, stone cold cash, right there. But I'm still a bad person for, like, people, like, fucking ridicule me. It's like, I mean, people are always going to have something bad to say, and I don't let it affect me, and I'm saying it right now. I'm only talking about it because a lot of other people don't talk about this topic, is fuck anyone that has something to say about you and isn't doing, like, shit themselves. I mean, I for instance, I'm not going to name names here, but if you hear this, I hope you fucking, you approach me, because you're a pussy for this, for not saying anything to my face. So, we had a trade night, Philly weekend, at my buddy Eamon and John's shop in Chaffon, PA. One kid who's on Instagram, and a lot of you definitely know him, he went up to someone the next day, it's Sunday, and said that I could have promoted the trade night better. So I found that really weird, because I went out of my way, well, not out of my way, but I wanted to help my friends throw a trade night. They're only 35 minutes from the Philly show, so let's go have a good fucking time. Someone had the nerve to say that I should have promoted it more and I should have stayed longer. First of all, I'm up all day. I'm beat. I need to go to bed. Second of all, what did you do? Like, a lot of people have, like to say something but have nothing to base it off, and just want to get you riled up and just cause problems. And that's another thing about this hobby that I can't stand, because there's a lot of drama that goes on. And you guys watch my page. I stay out of it. We're about to hit 24,000 followers, like 50 followers away. You will never see my name dragged into something. You know why? Because a reputation is everything. And how good is my reputation?
Decent.
Decent, my ass. I have a great fucking reputation. A lot of people don't realize that. And this is for the new people getting into the hobby. You have to realize that
don't be told what to buy.
Don't be told what to buy, but you can't act. You can't have this sense of arrogance to where, like, you can go up and just lowball people and stuff like that. One of my biggest pet peeves right now is people will come up to your table, ask about a few cards, eBay it right in front of you, and go, they're going for this, they're going for that. No fucking shit. I have the card. I know what it's going for. Yeah. But that's where people don't understand it. It's a common courtesy when you go to these shows. You want to know? You want to go look up a fucking card? Go walk away from the fucking table. Don't let me see that shit. That makes me not want to deal with you. And that's just to me like a sense of entitlement. I got off topic a little bit there, but back to the trolls. We have like the other day, for example, that live sale.
A lot of trolls.
I mean, we had one guy make probably like 6 or 7 accounts just to comment stuff, saying nonsense. And honestly, we try to ignore it, but you can't ignore it because your customers are watching that stuff and they're saying something about it. So you have to address it right away.
Kick them out.
People are just you cannot please everyone at the end of the day. There's always going to be people that are going to try to bring you down just because they have no life, and it's kind of sad. But I mean, fuck, what can't really do anything about it. I don't know. I thought I would like to talk about that because trolls make the world go round. If you don't have anyone hating on you, you're doing it wrong. There's always going to be haters when you're doing something, when you're making money, when you're having a good time. There's always going to be people that are jealous, and that's the truth.
Haters gonna hate. The life,
you know,
it's a motto to live by, and it's true.
And sometimes you got to be careful what you're saying and putting out there, but at the same time, you really shouldn't give a fuck. Why should I be afraid of what someone has to say about me?
If you like what you're putting out and you're happy with it, and someone else doesn't like it,
I'm not putting it out there to please your fucking ass. That's for sure.
I'm putting it out because I'm like, my pictures aren't the best. I know that, but
But
hey,
you know what's crazy though?
I post what I want to post.
You know what's crazy
no
though?
one dictating what I post. Bam. What's crazy? Let's hear it.
What's crazy though is these people that are taking their time to post about you and talk about you are only giving you free publicity. There's no such...
You're not hurting my feelings.
There's no such thing as bad publicity. If you want to go tell people to watch my video or send my picture out to people because...
We appreciate you.
Because you think it's fucking corny or some shit.
You're helping the cause.
You're fucking making my numbers go through the roof. I could give 2 fucks.
Appreciate
and a lot of people don't realize that not only but people post shit for it to get ran up, for people to talk about it. Like, people don't understand marketing. I went to school for fucking communication. I took numerous marketing classes. If someone's talking about you, posting about you, giving you free publicity,
doesn't hurt.
Does not fucking hurt.
Nope.
Because who do you have to answer to at the end of the day? Yourself and the fucking guy upstairs. That's it. I could give 2 fucks about what Joe Schmo, cardboard addict 17, thinks about me.
Amen.
But I think it's good to say because a lot of people, I don't listen to podcasts. I listen to 2 podcasts only because I was on them. And I'm saying this because I feel like a lot of people probably do not talk about the real shit. This is real shit right here. So fuck what anyone has to think. You're never going to please everyone. See you later.
See you later.
Alright. Anything else to say about that or are we moving on?
No, I'm just leaving.
I know you're not really paying attention, but whatever. Go wait till the end. But it's all good. It's all good. You're chilling. Vibing?
Yeah.
Right. Alright. Last part of the podcast. And guys, like I said, I've watched 2 podcasts and I didn't watch them or listen to them beginning to end. I really only looked for my part, and I've listened to like a couple minutes of my other buddies' podcasts. Shout out Ryan, Philly Cards 25. They have the Bro Cards podcast.
Very good people.
Good people. That's my dog. I'll be honest with you guys. I've listened to my podcast when I was talking, and I've listened to the videos that you guys have posted. So bear with us here. This is our...
It's our first one.
Basically the first one. So
we're rookies at this.
But one thing that I want to talk about, we're going to do a whole separate pod because it's coming up. We got the National in Chicago. I told you guys we talk about it a little bit at the end.
Hold on that and talk.
But 2021 National, like I said, we're flying someone out. We're going to be at booth 319 with Jimmy from Kentucky Basketball Cards, Kentucky Retro Shop. So make sure you check that out. But you're not going this year, but you've been to what? The one National in AC? You didn't go to the other one?
To AC,
no, you went to Cleveland. You went to Cleveland. So you've been to 2. What? I don't know how to phrase this, but
what to expect?
Not even what to expect. Like,
it's pretty overwhelming.
That's what I mean. Like, it's overwhelming. I couldn't say it. You just summed it up. Overwhelming. You walk in and you fucking see like a mile of sports cards, like just tables.
If you're looking for something, there's a good chance it's there. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, if you're like a big LeBron guy and you're looking for a specific rookie, like, I don't want to guarantee that you'll find it, but like I guarantee you're gonna find something pretty close to what you're looking for, because, you know, people. It's a global. you know,
it's global.
It's global. You know, people fly in from all over the world.
A lot of people from China.
A lot of people from China and Japan, and it's like, it's awesome. It's Europe. You know, it's awesome. It's good to see like people from all over the world coming together for a specific event that we all like. You know, for the hobby, something we all love. You know, it's pretty cool to see, and it 100%. Was overwhelming. This guy, the first time in Cleveland, I remember this guy was walking around with a case of nothing. He's like, "Oh, you want to look? You want to trade?" And I'm like, you know, knowing what I have, I had like nothing crazy at the time. You know, maybe walking around with my Tatum rookie autos and my Lauri Markkanen collection at the time.
Denzel Valentine.
Denzel Valentine did not pay off, but you know, this guy walked up to me with the case. Oh, you want to trade? And I'm like, I knew what I had, and I was like, you know, I'll take a look. He pulls out a LeBron James, Michael Jordan dual auto. I'm like, I don't think this is gonna work. I could give you every card in my box, but I don't think that would cover your dual auto. But you know, stuff like that could easily happen. And not that I was bad. I think I still follow the guy. Cool guy. You know, but you know, that's the stuff you're gonna see. It's crazy. You're
gonna see crazy stuff. Everyone that we go up to, every table is gonna have a Jordan auto.
Oh yeah.
You're
LeBron
gonna
see a lot of Kobe's.
Kobe, LeBron, Jordan, all the big guys. You're gonna see tables full of like exquisite Kobe autos.
Luka, you're gonna see a lot of Luka.
I think my biggest thing that I want to say before we even do a full podcast about the National is one thing I want to say right now would be to all the new people in the hobby, because I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of people that have known me for a while listening to this, and a lot of new people that are trying to learn. I have no problem helping people out, but you guys need to realize that the National is like nothing else. Like, there's no show like this. If you've been to Dallas is not gonna even compare to the National. If you've been to the Philly show, White Plains, it's not gonna compare. That's not even a fucking quarter of what the National is like. I'm not gonna lie, Dallas was pretty crazy. You know, the January and February show, but it's taken a step back since then. The National is gonna be like something you've never experienced before. So you got to be prepared. You got to be patient. And this
Don't spend your money on the first day.
The National's been going on for almost 40 years. So you got to think about it. Like, this isn't a brand new thing that's going on. Like,
it's a huge event.
At the Philly show, people are like, "Wow, like, how long has this been going on?" Like, this is really well. I don't know how many times I heard. I don't know how many times I heard at the Philly show, "What? Like, this show's really well organized." Like, what? How's that? The show's been going on for fucking 15 years. Dallas has been happening for a year. I'm not gonna lie, the Dallas show is run a little poorly compared to the Philly show because it's just more organized. But you go to the National, talk about organization. I haven't been in 2 years, but you're gonna see something that you don't see. Period. Yeah. So I just want to give you guys a heads up.
You're gonna see something you didn't expect to see.
Yeah,
you're just gonna be blown away. Like I said, I was so overwhelmed. I was like, I'll never forget the first time I saw a Wilt Chamberlain auto. Yeah. I was like, holy, you know, just I couldn't believe it. You know, guys walking around like Clemente was always my biggest sports guy. I love Clemente. I love his story. Obviously, I never watched him play, but I've always been a very big Roberto Clemente fan. And I'll never forget, I walked to a table and there it is. There's a cut auto, 101. You know,
I just don't think people are going to be ready. People are not going to be ready. They're going to be overwhelmed.
You're going to think you're going to be ready, and then you're going to get there and you'll be like, holy shit, this is...
What the hell?
What the hell? This is crazy.
What the hell is that?
Yep.
But, I don't know. That's really all I got to say about it before, because I'm not going to try and spoil a national podcast. You know, it's going to be a whole different thing as we get closer.
It's going to be nuts.
Is there anything else you want to include today?
I think, in conclusion, I am wrapped up and done. Pause.
That's it? Pause. Well, pause. Double pause.
Double pause.
Well, I guess that kind of does it for our first Santiago Sports podcast. That's exactly what we're going to call it. Santiago Sports podcast.
Yes, sir.
Nice and simple. It's got the name. You know exactly what the fuck it is. We know what it is when we're rolling up Santiago Sports. Yeah. Shout out Beachy. But, I don't know. That's really all we got to say today. So
yeah, man.
I say this on the end of the YouTube videos. Make sure you go like, subscribe to the YouTube. Go like some posts on Instagram. Give us a follow. About to hit 24K. Hopefully we hit like 26K before the National. Santiago Sports to the fucking moon.
Shout out KCNJ Cards.
KCNJ Cards. Shout out my brother. It's my twin flame.
Go follow me on the gram, man.
Follow him on the gram. Follow us on the gram. Go show some love. We appreciate, all support. Podcast is here, so,
we'll be back.
Why not?
Yes, sir.
Because we can. See you later.